So these meetups, especially the morning ones, are usually done seated, and there's a lot of sort of body opening, waking up moves we can do just from sitting. So finding the most stable and yet relaxed seat you can find. And just take a minute to establish this balanced sitting. Like, notice if maybe you're leaning to the left or the right, see if you can find the middle there. You could rock a little bit back and forth. It helps if your feet are flat on the floor or tucked underneath you like mine are. And we can just actually even make circles and just sort of feel how the weight contacts the seat as you're exploring this, just starting with that movement, really just playing, experimenting until you find what feels the most centered and balanced and easy to maintain contact with the seat. Just opening to that support that's underneath us, so that from a stable base, we can begin to kind of stretch open. Let's stretch the lungs first, though. We'll start with a few deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and then let it out on a sigh through an open mouth. Really just letting the air out. Try not to push on the exhale. It's a good time to let the jaw relax. So letting go of any of that tension we might have been feeling just upon waking. And then we'll do a little waking up breath, the staccato breathing we've done here before, short inhalations like this. Not particularly glamorous, but it's energizing. And just letting the body's breathing return to normal. And let's let the head drop forward and just let it hang for a moment. Feel that stretch in the back of the neck, maybe across the shoulders. We just have this natural weight of about 10 pounds of the head that can help stretch things out. And if you want, you can, before we go into full-on neck rolls, you can just kind of turn the head side to side in preparation. It really depends on how stiff your neck is today. But kind of ease your way into this, and then breathing in, we're going to bring the right ear toward the right shoulder, and then head comes back on the exhale, coming around the other side. So we're going to coordinate the breathing with these neck rolls, breathing in and then out. Really see if you can enjoy this movement, even if it's a little bit stiff, even if there are little tender places, be tender with it yourself. And then you can change direction, go the other way. Just opening the neck and the throat as we start this day. And then the next time your head is hanging back and you're looking up at the ceiling, just leave it there. Let the jaw hang, and you can give yourself a little massage if you want, but just feel this opening here in the throat that comes from just letting the weight of the head fall back, as long as this isn't painful. Just this whole area here opening, and then bringing the crown of the head back up in alignment with the ceiling. This is a pretty vulnerable place on all of us, and we want to kind of start the day with that area as open as possible. We can include the shoulders in this, so we'll just lift the shoulders up, let them drop. Do that one more time, let them drop. And then this time you're going to bring them forward and up and back and down. So we'll do shoulder rolls, breathing in and out. And this may be a move you find yourself doing spontaneously in the middle of the day. Going the other way now. Breathing as we go. Good. Now we're going to extend the arms up as we breathe in. And keeping the shoulders relaxed. So I know you can't see on the screen, but hands, fingertips pointing up, reaching up to the sky, palms facing each other. And just notice how maybe your lower back might want to be arching, or as you lift your hands, does your pelvis want to lift up? Keeping that sense of release through the pelvis, through the sitting bones on the seat. Relax your lower back. We're releasing in two directions, up toward the sky and down toward the earth. Opening between those two realms. And then on an exhale, next exhale, we're just going to bring the hands out to the side. We're going to be doing, again, hard to see, but you're going to be bending as you stretch out, pointing the fingers down, pointing the fingers up. We're just going to do a couple of wrist bends as we stretch out to the side. Good. And then letting the hands just rest at your sides for a moment. Again, taking in a big breath. And let it out. Good. Now, lifting your gaze from the screen, just looking straight ahead, just maybe above where your camera is. We're going to do some eye exercises. So we'll start with just looking up, looking down, and alternate looking up and looking down. Just the eyes, and see if you can keep your neck relaxed while you do this. So even though we're not moving the head or the neck, we don't need to freeze them. They can stay easy. Now we're just going to be shifting right and left. Just shifting right and left and noticing we're actually really working some pretty strong muscles here. They're just small and very specific to the eyes. And then next, begin making clockwise circles or moving circularly to the right. So as though you're moving, looking to the right, then below, then coming around to the left and back up. So eye circles. Again, seeing if you can keep everything else in the body kind of chill, not needing to tense up anywhere. Now we're going to go the other direction, counterclockwise or to the left. For those of you in younger generations who really grew up with digital timepieces and not clock faces. Good, so coming back up to the top and then let the eyes gently close for a moment. Good, let them open again, and we're just going to let the eyes begin to move to the left and let the head follow that. We'll just do a side twist, but letting the gaze lead and the head and spine follow until you're looking around to the back. Again, not so far over that your right hip starts to lift. We want to stay centered on our seats. And yes, that is Tiger Lily wishing us all a good morning. Just breathing and holding this twist, and then now we're going to come back to center. Again, seeing if you can just move in the opposite direction. And then just keep turning. We're going to turn to the right now. Breathing. Really feeling the ability of the spine to follow where the head leads. A few deep breaths here. And then gradually make your way back to center.